It should be noted that college graduates aren't randomly selected. Most were high performers in high school, and so many, even if they hadn't gone to college, would be successful anyway. If you compare high school graduates to college graduates with equal pre-college ability, the true effect of college on success is smaller than it appears initially.
That's a valid point. The idea that attending college leads to success is often based on the assumption that those who attend college are the most motivated and high-achieving individuals. In reality, success is determined by a multitude of factors such as intelligence, motivation, work ethic, and opportunity. While attending college can provide individuals with valuable skills and experiences that can contribute to their success, it's important to consider that success is not solely dependent on a college degree.
Also, it should be noted our current model of colleges prioritizes credentials over actual education. For example, we do have things where you can take classes for free at universities called guerrilla education, but it doesn't come with the degree. Basically, you have to ask someone, would they rather have the credential but not have the education, or would they rather have the education but without the credential?
That's a good point. In some cases, people might prioritize the credential over the actual education because employers often use credentials as a screening tool for job applicants. However, in other cases, such as entrepreneurship or starting your own business, the education might be more important than the credential. Additionally, some people might pursue education for the sake of learning and personal growth, rather than for career advancement, and in those cases, the credential may not be as important. So it really depends on the individual and their goals.
It should also be said that businesses are, in my opinion, cheating their employees because they require higher education for jobs that their parents got in right out of high school.
It is true that there are some jobs that now require a college degree that in the past did not. This may be due to a number of factors, including changes in technology and the economy. However, it is important to note that employers are not necessarily cheating their employees by requiring a college degree for certain jobs. Often, having a college degree demonstrates to employers that a candidate has a certain level of knowledge, skills, and work ethic that may be valuable to the organization. Additionally, some jobs may require a college degree due to legal or regulatory requirements. However, it is important for employers to evaluate whether a college degree is truly necessary for a particular job and not use it as an arbitrary requirement.
Need more education to get a job than you do education to do a job. Google found this out by simply dropping their college degree requirement in lots of their hiring, and they found that people with just a high school diploma were pretty indistinguishable from people that actually have degrees when it comes to the job.
Yes, that's correct. The idea that a college degree is a requirement for success in many fields has become somewhat of a cultural norm, leading to employers demanding degrees for jobs that do not necessarily require them. This can create a number of issues, including increasing student debt burdens, creating artificial barriers to entry for certain fields, and placing unnecessary burdens on job seekers who may be perfectly capable of performing a job without a degree. Employers who are willing to drop the degree requirement and instead focus on skills and experience may find that they have a more diverse and talented pool of candidates to choose from.
Brian Kaplan has pointed out in his book that only 20 of the increased need for employers demanding degrees has anything to do with technology changes.
Yes, that's correct. In his book, The Case Against Education, Brian Kaplan argues that only about 20 of the increase in demand for college degrees can be explained by changes in technology, which have made certain jobs more complex and require more specialized knowledge. The remaining 80 of the increase is due to what Kaplan calls signaling, which is the use of education as a signal of worker quality by employers. Essentially, employers use college degrees as a way to screen job applicants and select the most qualified candidates, even if the degree itself is not directly related to the job.
Which makes sense when you think about it. If McDonald's starts requiring a bell in order to fry burgers, it isn't like grilling has become astronomically more complex over the years.
That's a good point. Saying the tasks required for certain jobs may not have changed significantly, but the demand for higher education may be driven by factors such as employers using degree requirements as a way to filter through a large pool of job applicants or to signal to customers or investors that they are hiring the best talent available. Additionally, some employers may see a degree as evidence that a job applicant has developed certain skills or demonstrated a level of discipline and commitment that could be valuable in the workplace, even if the specific subject matter of the degree isn't directly related to the job.
Also, the technology explanation assumes that technology by itself makes things more cognitively demanding when that isn't true. For something like cashiers, it used to be the case, and still is the case in some poor stores, that the cashier would have to do the math for the sales either on hand or by paper, and so they'd actually have to remember and learn how to do the math all the time. Now, with advanced registers, a cashier can just push a couple buttons and all the math is done for them.
That's a good point. Technology can actually simplify certain tasks and make them less cognitively demanding for workers. For example, automated systems and software can help employees with calculations, record keeping, and other routine tasks, freeing them up to focus on more complex or creative aspects of their work. So, the argument that technological advancements are driving the increased demand for college degrees may not always hold up.